The Camel principle vertical bar. Why endurance beats motivation every time. Have you ever started a health journey feeling full of excitement, only to find that a few weeks later your motivation had disappeared? If so, you're certainly not alone. Many people begin with enthusiasm. They buy new trainers, join a gym, prepare healthy meals, or commit to walking every day. For a while, everything feels exciting because it's new, but then something changes. Work becomes busier, family responsibilities increase, the weather changes, progress slows. Life becomes less convenient. Suddenly, the habits that once felt exciting begin to feel difficult. This is often the moment where people believe they've failed, but perhaps they haven't failed at all. Perhaps they've simply reached the part of the journey where endurance becomes more important than motivation. Nature gives us an interesting lesson through one of its most remarkable animals, the camel. When most people think about camels, they think about deserts. They think about extreme heat, endless sand, and long journeys across unforgiving landscapes. What makes the camel remarkable isn't simply that it survives these environments, it's that it was designed for them. A camel doesn't expect every day to be comfortable. It doesn't stop moving because conditions become difficult. It doesn't complain because the journey is taking longer than expected. Instead, it keeps putting one foot in front of the other until it reaches its destination. That lesson applies surprisingly well to our health. Many people believe successful health journeys should feel good all the time. They expect every workout to be enjoyable, every healthy meal to be exciting, every week to bring visible progress, every weigh-in to show improvement. But real life doesn't work like that. There will be weeks when your schedule is overwhelming. There will be days when you're tired before the day even begins. There will be birthdays, holidays, travel, family commitments, and unexpected setbacks. There will be periods when the scales don't move despite your efforts. There will be moments when motivation disappears completely. These experiences don't mean your plan has stopped working. They simply mean you've reached the part of the journey where discipline begins to replace excitement. Lifestyle medicine has never been about chasing perfection. It's about creating behaviors that remain sustainable through the changing seasons of life. The people who experience lasting transformation are rarely those who have the strongest motivation at the beginning. They're usually the people who kept showing up after motivation disappeared. They continued preparing healthy meals even when takeaway felt easier. They still went for a walk even when they didn't feel like exercising. They still chose water instead of sugary drinks. They still prioritized sleep. They kept making small decisions that protected their long-term health. Those decisions may not seem traumatic on any single day, but over months and years they accumulate into remarkable change. Weight begins to improve, blood pressure becomes better controlled, blood glucose stabilizes, fitness improves, energy returns, confidence grows, not because of one extraordinary week, but because of hundreds of ordinary days. This is one of the most important ideas in behavior change. Your body doesn't respond to occasional perfection, it responds to repeated behaviors. Every healthy choice sends a message to your body, every balanced meal, every walk, every resistance training session, every hour of quality sleep, every moment spent managing stress. These are investments. Individually, they may seem small. Collectively, they become life-changing. The Camel reminds us that difficult seasons should never surprise us. Every worthwhile journey includes them. Rather than asking, why is this becoming difficult? Perhaps we should ask a different question. How can I continue moving even if my pace is slower than before? Sometimes success simply means reducing your expectations without abandoning your standards. If you usually exercise for an hour, perhaps 20 minutes is enough today. If preparing a complicated meal feels impossible, perhaps a simple healthy meal is enough. If you miss one workout, don't miss the next one. If one day doesn't go to plan, make the next decision a good one. Progress isn't destroyed by occasional setbacks, it's destroyed when setbacks become permanent stopping points. The Camel teaches us that resilience isn't about pretending the journey is easy. It's about continuing despite the difficulty. Health transformation has never been about waiting for perfect conditions. It has always been about making the best decision available under today's circumstances. There is another important lesson hidden within the camel's journey. The camel travels with purpose. It doesn't waste energy trying to impress other animals. It doesn't compare its journey to theirs. It simply continues towards its destination. Your health journey deserves the same mindset. You don't need to compare your weight loss to someone else's. You don't need to compare your fitness to another person's. You don't need to compare your beginning with someone else's middle. Your responsibility is simply to continue your own journey, one healthy decision at a time, one day at a time, one week at a time. If today feels difficult, remember that difficult seasons are not evidence that you're failing. Sometimes they are evidence that you're growing. Like the Camel, prepare yourself not only for the comfortable days, but also for the challenging ones. Because lasting health belongs to people who continue moving when the journey becomes uncomfortable. The goal has never been to avoid every difficult season. The goal is to become the kind of person who keeps moving through them. Thank you for joining me today. I hope the Camel Principle encourages you to look at your own health journey with a little more patience and a little more confidence. Progress is not measured by how easy the journey feels. It is measured by your willingness to continue. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep investing in your health one decision at a time. For daily science-backed health insights that empower you to lose weight, prevent and manage chronic disease, optimize your health, and thrive through lifestyle medicine, follow Coach Kwanz for practical, evidence-informed education that helps you build a healthier, stronger future